Hello everybody, I'm Eva Joa and welcome to my channel. These are my first impressions of Back 4 Blood along with some gameplay included. I'm going to be discussing my thoughts on the gameplay in this short video and also why I may be considering buying this game. This is something that we may or may not all be aware of. Back 4 Blood was also produced by Turtle Rock Studios, who also worked on Left 4 Dead. Now, I would be lying if I said that I did not come into this game expecting some similarity to Left 4 Dead, because often a studio will reuse old mechanics from a previous project to incorporate them into a new game. Unlike Left 4 Dead though, Back 4 Blood has a unique atmosphere about it. And from my standpoint, I really just suggest you come into this with an open mind and enjoying Back 4 Blood as it is. Now, disclaimer, due to the fact that this is a beta, there have been a few hiccups. In addition, I played the beta with my friends for only a short amount of time and during the initial beta testing period. In other words, I cannot really give too much feedback on everything, such as how playing with the bots are, playing different modes. I really just did like a few runs with my friends and that was it, but regardless of that, I enjoyed it. And this is going to be focusing heavily on the game. So the first thing that caught my attention was instead of starting off at a menu, as you would in Left 4 Dead, and then hopping straight into the game, as soon as you log into the game, you do just land into a lobby, and you are able to run around freely, familiar yourself with your inventory, characters, and guns. Now, my immediate response was to go into the inventory and take a quick look at the card system, because it was the card system that drew my attention from the moment the game was announced. The last time I played a game with a card system incorporated was Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memory, and we all know how that went. But let me return back to my opinion on Back 4 Blood's card system. Jeez, I am going to have a struggle saying that during this video. It is wonderful to be able to design a deck that is personalized to an individual player. Whatever position do you want to play, offensive, defensive, medic, or support, it will be possible for you to design multiple decks depending on the needs of your team or your personal style. Now, that was also one of the things that did keep me interested. It was the card system, because not everybody plays the same. Some people do want to play a support, some people want to focus heavily on defense, and some people want to focus heavy on offensive. And I like the fact that you're able to switch it up, because within Left 4 Dead there really wasn't a flexible method. Like, you really just couldn't switch it up. There is a set repetitive style as you're running and gunning a lot in Left 4 Dead, and that to me is what sets this apart from the game. But running and gunning aside, I enjoyed the great variety of weapons that the game had to offer. Unfortunately for this run, I was only able to get my hands on guns and no melee weapons. So I wasn't able to get my hands on the katana, even though I had an opportunity to. But despite this, I think my favorite weapons were the submachine gun and the pistol. Ooh.
Yeah, killing zombies.
I don't want the shotgun ammo. I
Using
like the.
dash does not interrupt your reload.
Kind of do miss my shoddy yaddy. I
Hopefully
still got my
something left in
machete.
here.
I like the
Yada yada
SMG.
yada yada.
I found my gun. Then it occurred to me that at times when I was firing a gun, this is when I incurred the slight hiccup occurred. Excuse me. English is my first language, and sometimes I have trouble pronouncing some words. Rather than shooting from the weapon, it looked like it was coming from my hand. But in terms of gameplay effects, I didn't really notice much of a difference since I was playing. But nevertheless, it was an amusing glitch to see. Continuing on, another thing that caught my attention was the vendor. I really am starting to see that more online co-op games are adapting the system where you can buy your weapons and upgrades before entering the game or before you battle, which I don't mind, because that really helps you get prepared, especially when you're going into waves. Um, And I'm really starting to notice that what is setting Left 4 Dead and Back 4 Blood apart is that Back 4 Blood is focusing heavily on co-op. Now, Left 4 Dead did focus on co-op as well, but it also focused on local co-op. But nowadays, nowadays multiplayer is where it at, whether a lot of us want to admit it or not. I'm not saying that single player games won't be able to get as much attention as multiplayer games, but more studios are able to get more money out of a game when it is multiplayer, because when you have a game that is connected to an online server, which is going to need continuous updates, there's going to be skins, etc., etc., you're going to be continuously pouring money into it. So I can see that for me, this seems more of a tactical survival co-op based zombie game. Will this be the pinnacle of all zombie games? I'm not really too entirely sure, because I can't base too much off of the little bit I was able to play, but I love the fact that they did incorporate some different elements and different mechanics into their games, which will lay the pathway for other games to do something different. Because I understand I myself had my hopes set up for this to be kind of like a Left 4 Dead sequel, but after playing it and being more open-minded and reminding myself, this is Back 4 Blood. This is not Left 4 Dead, even though it has the foreign is made from the same studio. They're doing something different, and I really appreciate that. I also appreciate the friendly fire too. I feel like you can't have a zombie game without friendly fire. And I also, let me include the little gory details, because I am a sucker for gore. I absolutely love that throughout the game, when you're shooting and blasting the zombies, your character becomes gory. It's little details like that that I really enjoyed. And the 12th is around the corner. I'm really more excited to be able to give a more in-depth review on this game, because I was only able to play a little bit of it. I was literally only able to play like 2 hours, because I had work, yada yada yada. But I'm more interested than I was before about buying this game. This is definitely a game that I can see myself either running by myself and enjoying with my friends. And to me, when it comes to certain games, that's what is a struggle for me, because sometimes if I feel like I'm playing a game and I have to play it with friends in order for me to enjoy it, it will turn me off completely from the game. But I do feel like that with Back 4 Blood, and it's the same thing with Left 4 Dead. I feel like it is a game that you will be able to enjoy with and without your friends. But I'm going to save the rest of my comments for my next video, so you guys stay tuned. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you like, what you dislike. Hit the like button, hit the dislike button. Let me know what I could do better, and let me know what I can do to improve, because I want to give you guys the best content that you guys all deserve. And with all that being said, you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you next week. Bye. Orijo.
You ready?
Go. Oh, Dumpling breaking my ankles. Wait a minute. Dumpling breaking ankles.
Nigga, please don't leave me.
We out here. We out here, Dumpling. We out here.
I'm coming.
What?
Don't leave it.
Damn. Damn. Me and Dumpling made it. What y'all doing? Go back. I got your back cover. Go ahead, Dumpling.
Y'all gotta come save me. Y'all gotta save me. You know what? Y'all know what?
Behind, Dumpling, behind us. Dumpling! I can't feel my ribs. It's getting dark. I'm down.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Oh, behind you. Dumpling! Dumpling, careful. You got two big ones. You got two big ones, Dumpling.
Oh, brother! Oh, no!
I'm dead. Why y'all weren't following? Why y'all weren't following Dumpling? Why?
Dumpling left me.
Dumpling
Look.
didn't leave you. You on a sightseeing shit.
I was like,
blew up the boomy boom.
no, I did not.
Yes, you did. First of all,
I said someone blew up the boomy boom.
we got no
I
way
was
continue.
waiting, and then I'm like, okay, wait, where's Dumpling? I didn't want to leave you.
Dumpling
And
took
then I'm
off.
like, you
Okay,
halfway
he
across
was
the damn bridge.
Dumpling was breaking ankles
across
and he
the
was taking
bridge.
off.
I'm
Hey,
playing as Hoffman
know
as well.
I don't care what
AKA
anybody
Bubbles.
said about you, Duff, was you all right with me.